Welcome back. In today's video I'm going to talk about the peacoat, which I'm wearing right now. I'll briefly discuss the history, its characteristics, the fabric, and how you can buy one and what to pay attention to. Let's start with a brief history. It's not entirely clear where the peacoat actually came from. There is a Dutch version that says it came from the word pijjakker. There is a Reefer version, which came from the men who climbed up the mast. Others say it was a British manufacturer, Camplin, in the 1850s who invented it. Some others argue it first appeared in the tailor and cutter in 1869 as a pea jacket. At the end of the day, we don't know. Personally, I believe it had a military background, just like many other garments and men's clothing, such as the trench coat. One of the most important parts of a peacoat is its fabric. The fabric used for peacoats is called Melton, which is a woven fabric, usually made of 100% wool, sometimes with a cotton weft. Today, sometimes it's used with an artificial weft. But the core characteristics are that it's heavy, it's slightly felted and thick, and so it gives a soft hand, but it's still very, very warm. Therefore, it's used by the US Navy, and the better qualities are 100% wool. Some others are 80% wool with 20% polyester. I suggest you go with 100% wool versions, which are higher quality, and overall the coat is not that expensive. Occasionally, you may find different versions or material compositions, but I'd advise you to stay clear of those because the best ones are from 100% wool. One of the defining parts of a peacoat is its collar. It's called an ulster collar, and it's very wide, and it allows you to actually pop it up and button it. That's why you have an extra button here on the side. That way you're protected from the elements, and it keeps you really warm when it's raining or when it's windy. If you want to learn more about the details of the peacoat, such as the pocket lining of different eras and the labeling, please check out our in-depth guide on the website. Also, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you won't miss any other video, and don't forget to get our free ebook 15 style mistakes and how you can avoid them. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. A peacoat has 8 buttons. It's always double-breasted, so 4 on one side, 4 on the other side, and then you have a 9th button on top that allows you to wear your collar closed and protect yourself. The traditional peacoat buttons have a little anchor on them and are black plastic buttons, and they're very popular, and you see them all over the place today. Even brands like Ralph Lauren have come up with their own interpretation of that style, but if you go to a regular military surplus stores, they will definitely have the original Navy issue peacoat. Of course, they've changed a little bit over the years, but basically you just have 2 options. You have black plastic buttons, or you have gold brass buttons. The black plastic buttons are reserved for sailors at the US Navy, whereas the gold buttons with the eagle on them in brass are reserved for officers and chiefs. Now, if you wear it personally, you can also attach other buttons, but then it's not an original peacoat anymore. The traditional cut of a peacoat is rather slim, and it's actually widening at the bottom because the reefers had to move up and down the mast and needed a bit more space. Usually you will see either 2 short side vents, no vents, or center vents for peacoats. Unlike other overcoats or topcoats, the length of the peacoat is very important, and it just reaches down to your hips, maybe just a little below your hips, but not any longer. So basically you can cover a jacket with it, and it's just a good alternative to have in your closet because it provides a different, more youthful look, and it's not like a big heavy overcoat that is calf length, knee length, or even ankle length. Peacoats have been around for a long time, and even today you can find old ones from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, or whenever. Every peacoat comes with a little bit of history. You can usually find the owner's last name in there, and if it was a US Navy peacoat, you'll also find the 4 last digits of the social security number. Of course, you can also buy it new but it's a little more difficult. If you're in the US Navy, it's no problem. It's very easy for you to buy one. They're not expensive, and it's a wonderful coat. You should definitely get one. If you're a civilian, there is a store called Sterling Wear in Boston. I suggest to look on eBay, military surplus stores, or consignment stores. You'll always find them there, and they are usually well under $100. And considering the quality and the warmth, it's an amazing deal. Make sure you get the heavy, about 24 ounce, 750 grams Melton cloth. Look at the buttonholes, that they're nice. You want these 8 buttons. Look at the condition, especially at the edges, to make sure everything is neat and clean. And then enjoy your peacoat.